Didn't mean that I knew that what kind of surgeries he had. I knew that he's had surgeries.
You would agree that the reason that you went to go work with him again was because he was physically pretty limited.
Yeah, that's redundant. Let's go.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. He had a worse disability on one hand than the other.
Yes.
And the hand that he had the worst disability on was his right hand. Right?
Okay. Didn't stop him from shooting.
You agree that he had limited motion in that hand.
You're asking me to be a doctor? Because I'm not a doctor.
Well, weren't you able to see the fact that he had limited motion in his hand? You don't have to be a doctor for that, do you?
I have limited motion in my shoulder. Can you tell?
I didn't ask you about your shoulder. I'm asking you about your hand, Mr.
I'm trying to answer
hand.
your question with...
You don't know. I guess you never looked at his hand.
I looked at his hands.
Okay. Did he have limited motion on his hand?
I would say it's somewhat limited.
Limited use of his hands, and he had difficulty getting up and down, right?
I never saw that.
1282. Is 1282 to 1283, lines 24 through 25 and 1. And he had, this is a same hearing that we had before Judge Sabella. I'm sure you remember that. Following questions and answers. And he had difficulty getting up and down, correct? Okay.
Okay.
Well, can you describe the difficulties that he was having?
I mean, when you get in an accident, what kind of... I don't understand what you're wanting me to describe.
Just tell me what you saw of the problems that he was having getting up and down. I mean, if you were with him, right?
I didn't see him have problems getting up and down. I saw him having problems moving his arm, but it wasn't that bad.
Well,
didn't stop him from being able to shoot a pistol. I don't know what you're trying to get at with me.
You remember being sworn under oath at a deposition on January the 31st of 2013?
I remember being sworn in for a lot of things.
Okay. You remember the following questions and answers, page 54. Question, talking about Michael. Inability to get up and down all the time and stuff like that? Yes. Is that true? Were you being truthful back then?
Yes, stuff like that. I mean, he did. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, he was shot up, but it didn't stop him from being able to start a vehicle, get in a vehicle, or shoot a gun.
Well,
so I don't know what else you're trying to ask of me.
Well, you kind of termed him that he was, as you call it, gimped up.
Yep.
Well, tell the jury what gimped up means.
It means that he didn't move normal.
Can you give him any better description than that?
No, I can't.
You can't. Your testimony is that he was riddled with shots, right? Like bullet shots. That's your statement. That he was riddled with shots.
Yeah, you should have seen the van. It was all bloody still when I saw it.
And by your own words, he was, I'm not going to use the ugly word, effed up. Those were your words.
Sure.
Michael Keetley, in your words, was effed up. Right?
Yeah. I'm effed up. Can you tell?
We'll let the jury decide that. And so the way that it was going to work is that you were going to take the money, you were going to exchange the product, and Michael Keetley was going to drive the ice cream van, right?
That's exactly what happened.
But those were the terms, okay? He's going to sit and drive because he knows the route. You're going to do the rest. Right?
Yes.
In fact, Michael Keetley would rarely leave the driver's seat. Rarely. During the time that you were working with him.
Sounds fairly accurate.
And the financial arrangements, as you said in direct examination, they were pretty generous, right?
Yeah, I felt they were generous.
And the reason that they were generous is that Michael Keetley could not run that truck without you. That's the reason he gave you 50-50, right?
I don't know.
Well, you were surprised that he was giving you 50-50, right?
Yes.
And the reason that he was giving you 50-50 is that he could not operate that business.
That's not why I was
you.
surprised.
Don't talk over each other. Wait till you finish the question.
Is that correct? Couldn't operate
No,
without
that's not
you.
why I was surprised. I was surprised because he's a chintz.
Oh, okay. That's why you were surprised. Now, you realize, as a convicted felon 3 times, you cannot possess a firearm. That's like a no-brainer, right?
Yep.
Okay. And so part of your duties with Mr. Keetley in this ice cream truck, part of your duties is that you were going to possess a .45 caliber semi-automatic weapon. That's what you were going to do.
His.
Did you listen to my question? You were going to possess a .45 caliber.
His.
Did I ask you whose it was right now? That wasn't the question. My question to you is, you were going to possess that as part of your duties on that truck.
Yes.
You hadn't told him that you were a 3-time convicted felon, right?
Oh, he already knew that.
Well, how did he know? You didn't
Because
tell him.
yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did.
Tell
He
me
knew
what-
it. He
tell
knew
me
it
what
before I
date-
ever got on that van that I was a convicted
Tell
felon.
me what date you told him.
The day I started working with him.
Oh, so was that part of an application process?
Okay, sure. If you want to be a smartass to me, I mean, I'll be a smartass back.
Wait, I'm not going to allow that. All right, just answer the questions.
That
Thank
first
you.
that first day that you went out with Michael Keetley, you had that .45 caliber weapon on you.
No. Sitting on the side on the holster. It was already set up.
Page 56, lines 13 through 16. Remember being placed under oath
Yes.
in a deposition
Yes.
on January the 31st of 2013?
You're talking as if possession, as if I'm holding it on my side.
Listen to my
I've tried
question.
to explain where I've had the gun.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. He's not being responsive.
Okay, hold on. Listen to the question, and if he confronts you with a prior inconsistent statement, I'll give you a chance to explain it after he presents the statement to you.
You remember being placed under oath in a deposition?
Yes.
Okay. And you know what the oath means, right?
Yes.
What does it mean?
To tell the truth and the whole truth.
Okay. And so, just like today, when you came before this court, you had to raise your right hand and tell the truth and nothing but the truth to help you God, right?
Hail Odin.
Right?
Hail Odin.
Okay. And so, remember the following questions and answers that were posed to you under oath back on that day. Question. Okay. And did you have the .45 on you? Answer. Yes, I did. Question. And was it loaded? Answer. Yes, it was. Question. Did you have that holstered? Did you use that side belt holster, I guess? Answer: it was holstered. Yes, that's the only safety the safety the handgun had. So not only was it on you, but it was on you with a holster.
No, it's on the side. When I say possession, Your Honor, I mean that it's on the vehicle. I've never had it on my side, on a belt, or anything.
That .45 caliber weapon was loaded, correct?
Yes.
And you had a side belt holster on you, did you not?
No. It was on the vehicle.
And so you must have been mistaken when you were testifying in this deposition.
I guess that was a misinterpretation.
Even though it's closer in time to 2010, because this deposition happened in 2013.
Okay.
Now, let's talk a little bit about that particular holster and that gun. Your testimony is that there is no safety on that gun, right?
That is correct.
Would you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what a safety is?
The safety is usually a switch that you can have on a gun to where if it's loaded, you can't accidentally pull the trigger.
And this gun did not have it, right?
No, sir.
And that's the reason that the gun, for safety reasons, should be in a holster, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.